Hey Etalkers, and welcome back. This week we'll be catching up on all the latest celebrity gossip we missed, telling you our ins and outs for 2025, and talking about some of the trending music right now. Stay tuned for all that and more. We have lots to cover, so let's get started.
Okay, I feel like we have to start with SNL 50.
Absolutely. I want to talk about SNL 50.
What did you think?
Loved it.
I thought it was really good. I think it's
They
just
did a great
exciting because I grew up on SNL with my parents,
Me
and
too.
it was to see like all of the people who they watched and then ours kind of combine.
I love that Steve Martin did the monologue. I
yeah.
love Steve Martin. If he has no fans, I'm dead.
I love Only
adore
Murders in the
him.
Building.
I love Only Murders in the Building, but I adore him. And I just love Steve Martin and Martin Short and everything they do together. Their comedy is so funny.
They won the SAG Award,
They did.
which was like, I didn't realize Selena said it's like the first award they won as an ensemble, which is crazy because I love the show. The show's been getting 100% on Rotten Tomatoes since it came out, which is crazy because there's always somebody
always hates.
Somebody always doesn't like it, but for
There's
some
someone
reason,
that
and I feel like there have been some flop parts of Only Murders in the Building.
Yes.
So I think it's interesting, but they won the award.
That's
It
crazy.
was great. I love that Kristen Wiig was there.
Me too.
She's one of my favorites. Those were funny. Kim made her appearance with her.
Yep.
Kim on SNL, I know is controversial, but also love that.
Also love
She's
that.
always fun.
Always fun.
Who else made it? There were so many people.
Sabrina
who made
Carpenter was there. I like the song she sang.
Yes.
With Paul Simon.
That was good. And then she was also in
Domingo.
Domingo Part 3, was it? Yeah.
The final episode.
With Bad Bunny
Yeah.
and Pedro Pascal.
Who I love on SNL.
Which was just-
when they're like the moms and that.
Yes.
Overprotective mom.
It was so good.
So good. So funny.
And then I guess that was kind of like the final of Domingo.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying they're like, he can do better than Barry Keoghan ever did. And I was like, wait, I kind of ship it.
Yeah, low key.
Like, they would be cute.
I love Marcelo Hernandez.
Yeah. I thought he was cute before he like blew up on TikTok. I was like, oh, he's cute.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, Marcelo Hernandez. I was like, guys, he's been there.
He's been there. We've been watching.
He's been funny.
He's been funny. He's been cute.
Yeah, there was a ton of people on that red carpet too.
Oh my God, a ton.
There was a
In the
glam
audience.
bot at the SNL 50. Like, that's crazy.
Glam bot at SNL 50 is crazy work.
Joey King just redid her glam bot.
I hate Joey King.
I hate Joey King. If Joey King has fans,
Stand up.
like
Clap if you like Joey King.
silence.
I know, that's right. Oh, God, I hate
And the
Joey
fact
King.
she's best friends with Sabrina, that's what throws me off.
That's so weird. How do they know each other?
Because Sabrina is so tough and like almost has like a mean persona. Like, certain people don't get along with her. And then Joey King is like, oh, that's like how I see her.
Yes. She dated Jacob Elordi.
That's all. Like,
we all forget that.
we want to forget that.
Did you see her performance in the kissing booth? Like,
Do I still watch that? Yes.
yeah. Yeah. That movie's not about her.
It's not. It's about Jacob Elordi.
It's about Jacob Elordi.
But
SNL 50 was epic.
it was so good.
One for the books, really.
Yeah, I think, and Andy Samberg, obviously. People
I
were saying
am in love
you
with
could
him.
see his age, which I was like, that's kind of sad.
Don't say that.
Adam Sandler was there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Everyone did great. I liked the Q&A segment they did with like the celebrities in the audience. Every time they include Alec Baldwin in it, I just like,
I don't love him. Well, speaking of him, they have their new reality show. I don't know if it's on
Yes,
TLC
the
or
Baldwins.
Yeah.
Saw
Who's
that.
gonna watch that? Because like after Hilaria, as she calls herself, she has as much Spanish in her as I do, 0. She's still speaking Spanish on the show. She's like trying to cover herself up. My aunt sent me a video. It's literally her like trying to defend herself. Like, my family lives in Spain now and I'm raising my kids bilingual, and like, if anybody else did it, they wouldn't be mad. It's weird because you're not Spanish. Like,
girl.
It's still,
that's not great.
like, she's not helping her case.
No.
And meanwhile, there's a video of Alec being like, whenever you use an accent, I don't understand you. And it's just like, okay,
Okay.
is this show gonna last more than one season?
Are
We'll
they
see.
gonna last?
Well, they have 7 kids, which is insane, just the 2 of them, because he's already got how many? He's got some that are 40. Like, and then meanwhile, his brothers, one's the dad to Hailey Bieber, like the whole line, just crazy.
Yeah.
We don't need more of it, really.
No, they're low-key a royal family.
And then, yeah, he's like didn't he host like the most times?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
why?
13 or something like that. Maybe even more.
We didn't want that.
I don't care about Alec Baldwin.
No. I don't, like, raise your hand if you care about Alec Baldwin.
I see no hands.
Yeah, speaking of raising your hand, Wendy Williams did a Hot Topics from a hotel room on the phone.
Oh my God,
with,
yes.
I think it was a guy on TikTok, and she was like, I'm totally fine. Like, get me out of here. And I'm like, listen to her. She may not be fine, but get her on the Hot Topics.
Oh my God.
Because she's under a conservatorship like Britney.
Yeah.
And at least Popgrave has led me to think that she's dying, and she's saying she's fine.
She
has dementia,
she's in, like,
apparently.
rehab. There's always been something wrong with Wendy Williams.
The way she spoke about the news was not giving dementia. She knew what she was talking about.
So weird, though.
I need her and Abby Lee Miller to collab again. Apparently, Abby
Lee Miller in her
in her wheelchair. She's apparently like hosting a new show with something. Don't know much about that, but get her on something with Wendy. I'll watch it. Save Wendy.
Wendy Williams is so funny.
Still save Britney. Still don't know what's going on with her because Sam Asghari on Traitors, her ex-husband now, kind of explained, because he's on podcasts now all the time, of course. He's saying like how they got together, how he thought the conservatorship was weird, how they got set up, and like nobody really knows what's going on with her still. Because I was an avid Free Britney poster, like on my Instagram story. And the second she was freed, I stopped doing that because nothing changed. I thought stuff was going to change. And there's still the Knive videos in bikinis.
Yeah.
And her son, she saw her son for the first time in 2 years. And it's almost like sad because it looks very pitiful. Like it's like charity work like he's doing. And I'm just like, come on, Britney. Come on. I don't know. It makes me sad.
We were all rooting for you.
We're all rooting for her, really. Yeah. Well, her wedding, Selena Gomez was at her wedding, which makes me think Selena Gomez, new song. She's releasing a new album with Benny Blanco, which everybody's confused. Or like, he doesn't say no, he's a producer. He just likes to put his name like DJ Khaled. He doesn't even have a tagline. He just puts his name on the song.
Yeah.
And he loves to show his face, which like nobody really wants to see.
Yeah.
But new song with Gracie Abrams, Call Me When You Break Up. It's cute. It's growing on me.
I haven't listened to it.
They released a music video vertically, I think, to kind of like go with TikTok. And then, of course, Benny Blanco comes in at the end and like scares everybody.
Of course. Jump scare.
But it's cute. I'm hoping the album is like Rare.
Yeah,
or
I liked
something.
Rare.
I loved Rare. Like Selena Gomez can do no wrong in my eyes. Like I was looking back at like her old music. I'm like,
Selena Gomez in the scene.
And the scene, so many songs. Like so many songs. She was so crucial to my childhood. And like
she owned like 2014 to 2017.
Oh yeah. Like her, what do they call it? The droplet era?
Yes.
Where it was like Bad Liar, Fetish, Back to You. Those were all It Ain't Me with Wolves.
Yep.
It keeps going.
It just keeps going. Like she always has hits.
Yeah. And she's going to continue it. And I hope with Benny it'll stay because he is a big producer. So we'll see.
Yeah. He's really hits.
New album, Tate McRae. Did you listen to her new album?
I have not. I'm not the biggest fan of Tate McRae.
And that's okay. I kind of became a fan of her like randomly. Okay. I feel like it was when something came up on, I'm bringing it back to the Spotify DJ, but he really gets me on some music a couple years ago. And I went to her concert last year and it was so good.
So her concerts always seem like they have like great energy.
It was so good. It was such a weird like dynamic because it was like my friend and I, and there were people our age. Then there were like 7-year-olds with their parents, which like, at 7, I wouldn't have been allowed to listen to Tate McRae.
No, I don't think that's who her audience is.
But I guess it's different. Also, Jonathan Weaver was there by himself in the pit. Didn't know he was there. Like, shout out to you. He's a big Tate McRae fan.
That's crazy.
So there was a lot of people there, but her new album is so good. She got out of the Key Asylum with this album.
Out of the Key Asylum.
Yeah, and the music videos are crazy too. Like, she's
a great dancer.
Yeah, Revolving Door, she's dancing in. And then she just dropped Siren Song bonus track. So that's pretty much all that's playing in my house. And her tour. I don't even know if I'm going to fight for tickets. Like, I think I'm actually going to call up my radio station at like 7 a.m. and see if I can win them. Because like, who else is calling up my local radio station?
Nobody.
So I'm going to try and do that. That's my goal. More new music. That's pretty much our topic of this week. Addison Rae has a new song, High Fashion.
I love her music.
I love Addison Rae. Like, I admit, I wasn't a hater. I wasn't a lover during the 2020 TikTok era. I thought she was a little annoying. When she did this whole rebrand, I talked about this last year, love. with Charlie XCX, with AG
So
Cook.
good. And Von Dutch.
Yeah,
Pepsi.
Von Dutch was so good. Then her like 3 single drop, Diet Pepsi. At least the people appreciated it as much as I did. Had Jason De Laurentiis in the music video.
That was crazy.
So good. Then Aquamarine, I think's underrated because that's the first one she teased with her like walking underwater. And now you have High Fashion. I need the song injected in my veins. Like it's that good.
I need to hear it.
It's so good. Music video's a little weird, but like so good. I need more people to get on that song.
She needs to drop an album.
She does. And she needs to go on tour because it's going to be me by myself in the pit. Like I will be, it's going to be like Brat Sweat Tour Part 2.
Sweat Tour. The Sweat Tour.
Yeah, and then we've been getting teasers for Chappell Roan's new song. And this is definitely...
I called the hotline.
You did? What
Yes.
happened?
It's just like played a clip of the song.
Okay. Because I don't know... This is like conspiracy. But all the billboards that have been going around, it's like, call me up, or like say this, or don't yell at me. And part of me is thinking like, is her like outbursts that she's been having like at paparazzi and stuff, is it part of this campaign? So she could start promoting it, or is she taking her outbursts and making a campaign out of it?
I think she's taking her outburst and making a campaign.
I think that's what she's doing too, but somebody said that and they're like, has she been like in on it with paparazzi and to like do it, which I think would be crazy.
I don't think she's that like conniving.
No, I think she genuinely just got pissed at people. It's really funny.
For sure.
The last topic to talk about, and I could talk about this for days, is the Bad Baby Alabama Barker beef that's going on right now.
Oh my God.
It's
I don't know a thing about
insane.
it. Wait, fill me in. Is this is this like TikTok beef?
It is like TikTok beef, but Bad Baby just dropped her diss track today that samples Carnival by Kanye West, and there's a Travis Barker look-alike dupe in this video.
Oh God.
So she the one thing I'm glad about is she brought Bad Baby out of her shell. I missed 15 Bad Baby, like still listen to Geeked and Gucci Flip Flops to this day.
Oh.
And I
love
missed
Gucci
it.
flip-flops.
And she's back. Like the red hair's back.
Bad Baby was ahead of her time.
I don't know
She's
what she
esoteric.
was. And I don't know what's been going on because I know she had a kid.
Yeah. Bad Baby is a mother.
She's a mother. And I don't know if she had cancer. She says she did. The mom says she didn't. That's an open topic.
Open to interpretation.
Yes, but she says she's okay now and she's taking care of her baby.
And she's ready to have a diss track.
Alabama Barker apparently stole her baby daddy, which is crazy. I still think Alabama Barker's 16.
How old is she?
She is 20 now.
She's 20.
But she looks a lot older.
Yeah. Obviously.
She's looked the same since she's 16. She's had that same look. Apparently she stole the baby daddy. I don't like that term because the baby daddy didn't get kidnapped.
No.
Like he also was in on this.
It's his fault.
And then Bad Baby's been going back to him. So now it's kind of like she's like, stay away from my baby daddy because I want him. And I'm like, well, Danielle, you're better than this. Like we don't need him.
You're better than this. No.
I think his name's Levon. I think that's his name. And she keeps bringing him up. Apparently Bad Baby had this hairstylist that Bama also took.
Okay.
So in this music video, Danielle has blonde hair and a mock out her. Anyway, everybody go listen to this diss track. It's crazy. If you look up the beef on TikTok, it just keeps going. And
That's
Bama's
insane.
kept trying to go back at it and she just keeps getting destroyed. Like there's no coming back. She also has a diss track.
I don't think anyone liked Alabama Barker to begin with.
Exactly.
She's just Travis Barker's daughter to me.
Yeah, and she kind of went in and tried to like.
Sorry, girl.
Yeah, she's like, I have my receipts, and everybody in the comments is like, oh, you didn't help your case.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of where she is now.
That's kind of
we'll
tough.
see how it evolves if anybody else gets in on it, because everybody's saying like, what is Kris Jenner gonna do about this? I think she's gonna stay out of it. I think Bama's far enough from the Kris Jenner line
Oh my
that
God,
if she
yeah.
stays out of it. But there's a line in Bad Baby's diss track that's saying like, your stepmom took your dad's took your dad's seconds, because there's that whole rumor that he liked Kim first.
Oh yes. Oh my God.
And so like she went
That's
after
crazy.
everything, which I think is crazy.
Wow. One thing about Bad Baby is she does her research.
Oh, she does.
I missed the diss track era.
It needs to come back.
Like bring back Rice Gum.
Yes, Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Actually,
Paul
don't
brothers.
bring back them. because they're just wrestling now.
Yeah, I
But,
mean,
like,
I ate it up at the
Ricegum,
time.
Alyssa Violet, exactly.
Please, it's Every Night Sis. Like,
It's so good.
changed my brain chemistry.
Why don't we back in there?
Yes. Oh, well, they have like a lawsuit going on now.
I loved them. Like, bring them back because they want to come back, but they legally can't.
Okay, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't like quite figure that one out. I can't believe that.
I know.
Boy bands, we haven't had a good boy band in so
long.
long. Probably since One Direction. I mean, since Why Don't We, but.
They're like on different levels to me. I feel like,
Completely
but like
different
I
spaces.
did like Why Don't We at the time. I still would if they were, bring them back.
Get them in on a
Start
diss
that
track.
movement. Maybe I need to get in on this lawsuit.
Yeah.
See, that's for next week.
Spokesperson.
Yeah.
We're out of time for celebrity gossip, but next up we'll be discussing our ins and outs for 2025, so don't go anywhere.
Okay, Etalkers, it's us again. Let's take a look at what's in and out fashion-wise for 2025. So we're gonna start. Ins are U-turn tank tops. What do you think about those? I love them because that's exactly what Casey Musgraves wore to the Grammys, and I'm obsessed with it.
And Casey Musgraves can do no wrong.
Exactly. I think
love
U-turn tank tops should have been around while I was in high school, and that would have been life-saving because V-necks were what everybody had, and it was not.
Oh, did you have like the lace one, like the lace-up ones?
The Justice ones.
Yes.
Yes, I had those too. I think
I
there's
like
one in the
those.
back of my drawer still. I just never got rid of it. But you can wear it with anything. That's what's
Yes.
nice. It can be business casual.
Dress up, dress down.
It can be dressed like.
I only like
so
rib
agree.
tank. I only like rib tank tops. Can I speak on that?
Oh, I like ribbed tank tops because then you don't have to like wear anything under it.
Mm-hmm.
But these you can wear a bra on too, which is
Yes.
nice. So I agree with this. Outs are veils and extra hoods, which like I agree with. This is obviously more of a Vogue statement.
This is a high fashion. Claim.
The only time I could ever see myself wearing that would be to like a rave. And like, when am I going to a rave? I never went to Ibiza. I don't love it here anyway. It's hiding the face. It looks kind of dark romantic.
You gotta be a certain type of person to pull that off.
Exactly.
I don't think that's me.
I don't love it on the red carpet either, so I can see. Ins athleisure. I think
Athleisure's always been in for me.
I wish it wasn't in at certain times for me, especially when I wore the headband in 6th grade, where it like went over my forehead,
Oh.
and it was like the really big one.
I never did that.
But I realized I went from athleisure in middle school that was hard to business casual in high school because I had a uniform, and then I had to re-buy athleisure in college.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I didn't
'cause you
have
had a- 'cause
anything.
You had a uniform.
So now it's like kind of reinventing my wardrobe, but I love it.
I love athleisure. I feel like a mom.
I missed it when I was abroad in Europe because that's not a thing.
No.
And I was like, I just want to wear a tank top and leggings, and I can't. But I never thought this was in. Skirts over pants. Apparently this has been a thing. First of all, it's ugly. Second of all, it's ugly. But
Seems
like
impractical.
they like referenced it with high slits too. But like if you didn't have the pants under that, everything would be out.
Yeah.
So like it's not even a cute skirt.
No.
Just like wear the pants. The pants looks like they would be cute over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Skirts over out.
don't
Sorry.
ever bring this back in. In is tulle.
I'm obsessed with tulle.
I love tulle.
I love
Like,
that trench.
Yeah, the
That's
trench is really
beautiful.
cool. The dress is cool because you can even add the pants under the dress, and it's
Yeah.
cute.
If you must have pants under your skirts.
Exactly. If you have to do that, then add the tulle to it.
Yeah.
Because you can just make it anything.
And also for like going into spring and summer, tulle is just so light and airy, so fresh,
Mm-hmm.
so fun.
Pink, it makes me reminisce on my ballet days.
Oh, absolutely.
It's really pretty.
Absolutely.
For sure. Out plaid. How do you feel about that?
I can't say I wear plaid.
I also don't wear plaid. So
I'm more of
I
a
agree
gingham
with
girl.
this. But I know especially some flannel wearers might disagree because people who wear flannels wear flannels.
Mm-hmm.
I had to buy a flannel for themed things in high school, like Spirit Weeks.
Mm-hmm.
that flannel has since been donated. That's the only plaid thing I think I ever had. It doesn't
I don't even have plaid
go
pajamas.
well with my complexion. I don't love plaid.
I don't like plaid.
Harry Styles can pull off plaid well.
Yes, I feel like he does it well.
But he doesn't seem to be an in for 2025 because he's nowhere to be found. So maybe plaid will be back in if Harry Styles reappears.
For sure.
That's a challenge. In red for spring, totally agree.
Totally agree. I felt red was really big this fall, but I'm glad it's like sticking around for the spring.
Yeah, I think
It's such a nice. Red's a neutral to me.
it's a super underrated color, and like especially
Looks good on
we
everyone.
both have dark hair. I feel like looks pretty with, but it does look pretty with light hair as well. Like it does go with everybody. I love the red Aloha shoes. Two of my friends have them. They're so cute. I just like that it's coming back because I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a lifeguard color for a while.
Yeah.
But now, like that was the only kind of style in the summer. Now it's back in.
Now it's back in.
Okay, pleated skirts are out.
Like, I don't think that's ever really gonna truly be out.
I know. I think
It's such a classic.
I don't
Reminds
love.
me of having a uniform in elementary school, though.
Yeah. I don't have any pleated skirts currently, but I feel like they're always in on the runway at least. Like there's always one. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't complain if I didn't see it because those are two different looks and they look like the same exact skirt.
They do.
And they're just a little too long for my liking. I think I have PTSD from like, love you mom, but like I couldn't wear anything over my kneecaps when I was little. That was just like a rule. And like that length really traumatizes me.
Oh, absolutely.
So
That's like school uniform.
It is school
like,
uniform.
But like I'd get in trouble for
If you have it too short,
having it too
you roll
short.
it up. Yeah. But I think it's going to stay, even though I do agree it should be out.
Should be out.
Okay, our final in spiral silhouettes for 2025.
Obsessed.
I had never heard of spiral silhouettes, but I'm loving whatever it is.
Very structural. I like
Because
that.
it could be anything, really. I like things that are more like form-fitting on my waist, just because like I like the way it like is styled more on me. So I love these like two dresses on the left because those are something honestly, the one on the very left, I don't really know what's going on. But like that, if it was a solid,
Yes.
I would love it. Like that.
If that
kind
had
of-
like a liner underneath it.
yeah, and that jacket, like it's kind of
That's so
giving the
cool.
Aritzia super puff.
Super puff.
That like ad of it moving, but that's a really pretty
Scary
color.
But spiral silhouettes, I'm glad to see that these are in.
Me too. They should stay
Very
in.
unique.
Final out, which I agree with, any kind of extra embellishment, which as someone who likes minimal accessories, I agree with. And like I like a good pattern, but these three examples here are just like should not be repeated. And I think it's also because the outfits are so like horrific itself that then they add these like
appliques and
that just make it worse. I don't think designers are ever going to think embellishments are out. That's always something so people can remember it.
yeah.
But even just with these three, like the one on the left
sometimes plain is better.
makes her complexion look so much smaller than I think she actually is. The tutu just doesn't go with the jean jacket. And then I don't know what this is. Like that kind of looks like you just got like paintballed.
I mean, that's certainly something. To speak on embellishments a little bit and them being out is I hope bows are out. I really hope bows are out.
Really?
Like I feel like everyone's just sticking a bow on a shirt and calling it cute.
Oh, on a shirt. Because
Like
I was a
bows.
bow kid. Like I had a bow every day with my outfit.
A bow, yeah.
And so I've like restart like the mini bows I put with certain things, but that's when I dress up. But like bow wear, sweatshirt outfit, no.
No,
'Cause
like
that's-
on sweaters too.
No, I'm okay with that.
That's an embellishment that I think can leave.
That's definitely a hot take.
Personally.
But I agree with,
It's just gotten tacky.
yeah, I agree as I talk with my bow necklace.
Oh, well, that's not. I'm talking like on clothes.
Like on it, yeah, I don't have anything with it, but
No, I think it's
the necklace works.
no. The necklace is the necklace is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's just on clothes. I'm like, a bow doesn't belong on like the shoulder of your sweater. I don't know.
yeah.
It's weird.
I know what you mean. Or like the 8 bows in the front of the sweater.
Yes.
I get that. Yeah, that
just-
should stay out.
I think embellishments a lot of the time make clothes look like kind of cheap.
Cheap.
So that's why I'm saying that. And I think
Yeah.
that's why Vogue's saying it too.
Exactly. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but stay tuned to hear our thoughts on some of the top music this year so far. there's been lots of new music coming out lately and some more coming soon we're excited about. So we thought now would be a good time to take a look at the music that's trending. Okay.
Okay,
So
let's get into it.
the Billboard Top 15 this week
Okay.
starts off, number 1 is Drake and Party Next Door, Some Sexy Songs for You.
I didn't even know this album dropped.
I only listened to one song because of my Spotify DJ, and it wasn't good. I skipped through it. I don't know how it's number 1 because the rest of these on here are really good.
He probably paid for it.
Like, I think Paola, I think he is paying some kind of package. Remember when there was the Travis Scott, like, debacle and everybody was like, it was between him and was it Sabrina Carpenter?
I want to say it was Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, and he was trying to sell extra things to be number 1, and now he's like, it's all fine. Like, she beat me out. But I feel like this was Drake, but like not intentionally, because there's no way.
What a weird time for Drake to be releasing new music.
Especially after the Super Bowl halftime.
But maybe that's why people are streaming it.
Exactly. Maybe I didn't realize Party Next Door had that big a fan base. I don't think I've heard anything by him since 2016.
Party Next Door, like the only thing I can think about is their collapse with Kanye West.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing I know Party Next Door from.
There was one with Zayn too. That's all I can think of. But speaking of Sabrina, she's number 2, which that makes sense because she released the deluxe version of Short and Sweet.
Beautiful.
So
What were your thoughts on Please, Please, Please with Dolly Parton?
I would die for Dolly Parton. It was so auto-tuned.
I love Dolly Parton. I would die for her. Did not like that.
I think
vocal pairings
everybody
were
said Slim Pickings was there. Like, that would have been a better one. Because, like, I feel like we didn't need more of Please, Please, Please.
No,
Like,
I had enough of it.
the video was, like, funny because of the symbolism and everything, but it just, like, Dolly keeps releasing stuff and it doesn't sound bad. I don't know why this one did.
Yeah, I honestly, like, that's on Sabrina's, like, sound
It has to
engineering
be.
team. Because, like,
That was disappointing. Because the rest of her songs were good. I like 15 Minutes.
love 15 Minutes.
That one's my
Can't stop
favorite.
listening to it. Couldn't make it any harder.
Yeah, that
Big
one's
fan.
good too. That I think should have been number 1 again. But 3 is GNX by Kendrick, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Luther was number 1 this week. He beat himself out.
Oh my
Not like
gosh.
us. So, yeah, I don't really have much to say about him.
I mean, it's kind of deserved.
It is. Like, I feel like people are appreciating the halftime show more now.
Totally.
And I think I'm one of them. Like,
Yeah.
now that after I'm like, wait, it was actually really good.
Yes, after like, getting all the info, the facts and figures.
Yeah. Because then 4 is SOS by SZA.
Of course.
So
Beautiful, beautiful album.
I don't think I can ever stop listening to it.
No.
Like, I'm listening.
Never.
I don't know why it's not Lana, though. Because when I looked it up, it's specifically just SOS.
Not Lana.
Not Lana. I don't
That's
know if
weird.
they're counting Lana towards it, because technically it's the deluxe version.
Yeah.
Because that's all I've been listening to.
Yeah,
is the
me
Lana
too.
songs.
Because that's all the new songs.
But
Yeah, interesting. But SOS is like an instant classic.
it's so
That was
good.
an instant classic.
That's a concert I wish I could have gone to.
Oh my God, yeah, it looked so cool, all of her sets.
Yeah, everything with the ocean and
And the diving board. So good.
because she's coming to Charlotte this summer with Kendrick.
And
But
that,
the tickets are so expensive.
God, that's a show everyone's going to be at.
Yeah.
Everyone
gonna be
and their mother
jealous.
wants to see that.
Number 5 is Bad Bunny, his new album.
I can't say I've ever listened to a Bad Bunny song.
I have listened to Bad Bunny songs, but I feel like when they're in playlists. And I feel like those are like, or if he's featured on them. But I know he's super popular. I think this
Yeah, he
album.
has a massive fan base.
Yeah. This album I think did debut at 1. So like it's obviously still in the top
Did he
10.
date Kendall Jenner?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if they're back. They're not together right now, but there was like a brief, like they were together again and then broke up. And it's just like such a random pairing.
So random.
Like I would never put them together.
so random.
6 is Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd. I love this album, but I'm like a specific Weeknd fan, which I know they're not rare, but they're also kind of rare.
Yeah.
Because this is the biggest debut of 2025, this album. Like
Really?
I keep seeing with the streams, he's almost to like 500,000
Wow.
like already since it's been out.
That's crazy.
I keep listening to the same 4 songs, but the album
Which
itself
are?
is good. Cry for You, Open Hearts, Wake Me Up, and there's one more.
I don't think I've listened to this album at all.
There's like a weird like in between ones too that I feel like keep coming up. And San Paulo with
Okay.
Anita. Those are
I've
good.
heard that.
So yeah, and then he's Timeless with Playboi Carti too, which I like.
I do like that song.
So the album's really good. I think I like because it's supposed to be the third album in his like trilogy. So it was After Hours, Dawn FM, and then now Hurry Up Tomorrow. Because he was like young, old, and then now he's like becoming, and he keeps saying it's his last album as The Weeknd. Like he's gonna go from Able now on, but who knows if that's actually true.
Wow, that's crazy.
I also want to see him in like live, but he's always doing stadiums.
Yeah.
And we don't have any stadiums in North Carolina.
No, not a single one.
They're just arenas, so his closest is Atlanta, Georgia. So
Or Nashville.
Or Nashville, true. So I won't be in attendance as of right now, but that's my goal. Number 7 is Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess. I don't think it's ever going to leave the top 10.
No.
It's so good.
Such a good album.
Maybe until her next album comes out.
Yes.
But I'm glad she's finally getting the recognition she deserves.
Even not to be that person, I was on Chapel Roan in 2021.
See, I wasn't. I started like last year when Good Luck Babe came out. But then it was like a month before everybody else had it trending. But like I'm not sitting here saying I knew her before because I didn't know who she was.
And then Chapel Roan.
Yeah, because did you see her open up for Olivia? Did you see Olivia live or did you just hear her?
No, I just heard her. I saw a video she did. She covered Dreams by the Cranberries, and that's how I found about her. But that was that was a while ago.
Well, she's somebody I feel like can never hit a bad note. Like I don't think I've ever
I just
heard
know
her.
she did theater as a kid.
Yeah.
Like you only get that kind of voice if you did musical theater.
For sure. Like
That's the truth.
Her Grammy performance, I know we talked about it and it was so good, but I wish she did like a mashup of her songs because there's so many that have trended.
And they're like all so good in their own
I get
spaces.
Pink Pony Club was like big, and I love Pink Pony Club, but maybe in the future. Hit Me Hard and Soft. Speaking of Grammy snubs,
Yeah.
as
Oh
number
my
8.
God, can't believe that album.
I can't believe it didn't win anything, especially since it has such big hits.
And the Grammys love Billie Eilish.
Exactly.
She's always walking away with like 5 awards.
Which I was a Billie Eilish hater. Like I was an open.
This was her best album.
But this was a good album. I don't listen to it in full, but like some of the songs are on my playlist, which is big as being a former Billie Eilish hater.
Yeah.
They were
That's
on my
big.
playlist.
Like Birds of a Feather? That was like the song of the summer.
It's so good. So
How did that not win?
I mean, she's winning all the other awards, but like the Grammys are really the only one that people remember. Number 9, we were saying before this, One Thing at a Time by Morgan Wallen, still in the top 10.
How?
I think this album had to be at least 2 or 3 years old now.
Oh, it's got it. That was like a 2022.
That was like, wasn't it like right after COVID?
I feel like. Low-key.
This is insane. I get the album has like 75 songs on it because he kept adding deluxe versions. It'll never be as long as that one Chris Brown album that had like 140 songs on it. But I get it. Like I feel like I listened to songs from it in the summer, but I don't get why it's still now.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, it's a really nice day out. I was listening to Morgan Wallen earlier.
Exactly, like when it is, but in the winter, still in the top 10.
And this is such an old album, and I just, like, I think if people like Morgan Wallen, they love Morgan Wallen.
Exactly, he has the new singles that have been coming out.
Oh, is he going to drop an album soon?
I don't know. Is that going to replace this album, or is this album still going to be his?
I have no idea. I feel like Dangerous is also, is that an older album?
Yeah.
Dangerous is also
That's,
trending
I think, still on
I think that
the
was
Billboard chart.
I think that was 21.
Well, number 10, Damn by Kendrick.
Obviously.
I personally like it better than GNX, but I get since
Me as
GNX
well.
is newer, that's why it's there. I'm sad he didn't sing more songs from it at the Super Bowl, but that's okay.
Yeah.
11, controversial, The Secret of Us by Gracie Abrams.
Love that album.
I'm a Gracie Abrams hater.
Why?
I think, no, okay, I don't want to say hater. I like listen to the big songs from it. I just like the Gracie Abrams hate. Maybe that's funny. Like I'm not an actual hater, but the hate tweets about her are so funny.
Okay.
Like she had the new song come out with Selena, and like everybody's like, "Ooh, mid off." Like it's just funny. So like I like all of them. I have nothing personal against her. Like I Love You, I'm Sorry is on my playlist.
Yeah. And like
all the other popular ones are on my playlist, but I don't know. I didn't realize the album was that big. Like I think it's because Taylor.
Well, and not to be that guy again, but I have also been on Gracie Abrams since like 2021.
All my friends
2020.
have, but I'm not like I don't love kind of indie slow music. And she's like moved towards pop, but I feel like she started off with like, she would have all slow songs.
Yeah, but the great thing about her songs is they usually build towards the end, and that's what I look for in a song, is it like builds throughout. But The Secret of Us, great album, like defined my summer. And
It comes up all the time on like recommended stuff.
so good. You need to like maybe sit
Probably
down.
have to sit and listen because I don't like Us with Taylor Swift. Like too slow. Skip.
Have you gotten to the bridge?
Yeah, skip. And I love Taylor
Such
Swift.
a good song. Oh my God.
I'm really
This is
picky about my
crazy.
slow songs. Like when I was little, I wouldn't listen to any. When I was little, I would only listen to female artists with fast songs. Like I wouldn't
Okay.
like
So Taylor Swift.
exactly.
Perry.
Yes. 12 is Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick. That's one of his older albums.
Okay.
I can't say I know. I probably know songs from it,
Can't say I know much about it.
but it's up there because of the Super Bowl. I understand. Speaking of Taylor Swift, number 13, Tortured Poets Department.
Kind of iconic that it's number 13.
It's still there. It was actually the number 1 album of 2024. Got rated.
Which is a little, can I say a little crazy?
I don't know if I, like, I understand it, but I don't know if I agree with it because it's not her best album. There's some good songs on there, but I think there's songs on there that I've listened to once.
Yeah. What's your favorite song from the Tortured Poets Department?
It changes, but I'm Gonna Get You Back.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
It's so good.
Or Guilty as Sin.
Yes,
those
those
two I
two are
love.
good.
But I'm Gonna Get You Back, so good. That is so well
It
written.
feels like such a 1989 song.
Right? That's my favorite album.
Yeah. I think mine's Reputation, but like it changes.
Are you feeling like Reputation Taylor's version is something on the horizon?
No. Like I don't think it's gonna happen now. Like she's been MIA. Like it should have come out by now. She has 2 left.
I know. Well, and obviously Debut is gonna be the last one she releases.
Yeah,
Because it's
but
like,
it's
now
just-
I own my name.
Exactly. I just
But
don't
is she
get
just not
it.
gonna re-record Reputation because it's like a bad, like a dark time for
Well,
her? Like, I
guess
don't
it's
know.
also she sounds the same because I think about like Fearless and Speak Now, it was like, oh, she sounds different. She's changing the words to this, and I still listen to Picture to Burn,
Yeah.
old version, and what is it?
Oh, Better Than Revenge.
Better Than Revenge, old version too.
Yes. I'm sorry. He was a moth to the flame. She was holding the mattress. That is
No.
not what the original.
No, it
verbiage
wasn't.
was.
14 is Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator.
Love this album. Criminally underrated.
I don't listen to like his full albums. I know some people like listen to his all the way through, but this one definitely has more songs on it than his past albums that I like.
Yes.
So, and I can say Northwest is the one who got me on this because when it came out, because she was at that concert with
Yeah.
Kim in the outfit, and it was to Saint Chroma, and I was like, oh, this is good. And so I added that to the playlist, and then obviously Sticky, and then there's like a bunch of others. But it is good. I think it's one of his best since, was Earthquake, like the
Igor.
that
was
one.
on Igor. Igor was like 2018.
Because that was
2019, I'm gonna
my
say.
most listened to song, number 2, like of all time on Spotify. That
That's
song, it just
crazy.
comes up all the time. It never gets old for me. To end this off, number 15 is Stick Season by Noah Kahan.
How is that album still trending?
Again, there's 2 or 3 songs on there that I'll listen to with my friends in the car. I'm not a big Noah Kahan fan. I don't have anything against Noah Kahan. I just don't listen to his album.
He needs to release new music, and then I think like he has one unreleased song, The Great Divide, and he needs to release it, and he needs to release a new album because I need that song on streaming. I can't keep listening to it in podcast form on Spotify.
I hate when that
Do
happens.
you do that?
I do too. I did that with,
The Subway by Chapel Roan. Do you know that one?
yes, I did that with
Beautiful
Siren Song by Tate McRae
Yeah.
before she released it yesterday, and a bunch of Taylor ones, One Direction ones. I always did that, and then they get deleted, and then
Yeah.
you have to find a new one. My favorite was when Noah Kahan released a song with Gracie Abrams, and it was like on Twitter, it was like the mega mid-off of all time. So, like that's just like where I am on and
In the hater space.
in the hater space. Like it has to be somewhere, but I think it's definitely a representative of 2025. This chart right now.
Yeah.
So that's all for this episode of Etalk. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
To find out more about Etalk, visit elonstudenttv.org.